Let's try this. Round two. Take two. Y'all. Yep, that just happened. So I was brightening up the screen on my phone, and I was pulling the little lever or whatever all the way over to the, brightest setting, and accidentally hit the airplane mode tab. Yep, hit the airplane mode tab, and that meant Wi-Fi was disconnected, which meant could not go live, so I had to go and redo that. So let's see, 2 minutes later, I'm finally here. I hope y'all doing well. It's October 14th. It's been a week. It's been super, super busy, and I'm ready for things to kind of calm down a little bit, but we'll see what happens. What has been happening? Super busy. Last Sunday, a little over a week ago, the husband's birthday was last Wednesday, and was laying in bed, scrolling Pinterest, trying to think of an idea or whatever, and came across an idea. So I kind of took some pinspiration, I guess, and went with it, coming up with one gift, idea, thought, or whatever for each year of his birth. So 40 different ideas, gifts, thoughts. I will never do it again. It was difficult. It's hard. But since I thought it was like that Sunday, and his birthday was like Wednesday, I only had like 2 full days to like get stuff done. So I was slammed into doing that. And then, while that was going on, of course, we had like this winter storm hit us. It was going to hit us coming in Tuesday night into Wednesday. I mean, seriously, Tuesday was like 72 degrees, and then all of a sudden it dropped like 50 degrees in like an hour, and it was super crazy. But we had snow coming in, so I had to run outside and pull in, patio furniture and cover up the air conditioning, unplug the hoses, all that kind of stuff. Get ready for winter, because it's supposed to be fall, but it's winter. So all that went through, and then I had a job interview on Friday, which ultimately I've already declined it, or I haven't been they didn't like offer me a job or anything. They didn't offer me a job yet, but they were continuing on with the interview process after the interview on Friday. And after thinking about it over the weekend, I've decided that it's not going to be for me. And I'll go into more details later, maybe at the end of Facebook Live, depending on how much time I have left about the job or whatever. But anyways, dog was fine before I left for the interview. I was only gone for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Oh, I was gone about 2 hours, I guess. And came home, and it looked like he had a stroke. The dog did. He's sitting there, and all of a sudden, his right eye, was like pointed. It's like he was looking at the wall, but he was looking at me. So one eye's looking at me, one's to the wall, and he had a little pocket of like something underneath his eye. Super weird, super crazy. So called his vet. They were packed. They couldn't take anybody. They said I could come in after 7 and do the emergency thing. So I said, I don't know if I'll do that. And I ended up calling 8 other vets before I could find one that could take a walk-in. I don't know what was going on in Billings, but there was some kind of something going on with all the animals in Billings, because all the vets were just packed. Took him to a vet that I won't go to again. But he also had a little cyst come up between his toes, and we had an appointment this next week for it. But since I was at the vet anyways this last Friday, I went ahead and said, hey, go ahead and look at that too. She looked at that, and apparently there was a thorn that got wedged in there somehow, so she took that out. And she said that his eye mess was probably pink eye, allergies, pink eye, or whatever. Eye drops, antibiotic for the foot. Okay. So, wake up Saturday morning, we've got this long list of things that I want to get done, and we're getting ready to leave to run errands, and all of a sudden, his entire face, dog's face, is just swollen. The day before, it was just a little pocket underneath his eye. Now, all of a sudden, seriously, this little area above his nose, it was just one solid piece, completely swollen. I don't know what the mess is going on. I don't know if he's having an allergic reaction to something. Call his vet again. They said, well, you can come in, but it's going to be an emergency because we're, we only take, we've only got certain walk-ins or whatever today, and they're vet short, whatever. I was like, well, we need to come in because I don't know what's going on. Went in, and our vet said it was probably allergy related. It could have been part of the pink eye mess. It could be a tooth abscess. The antibiotics that he's on for his foot, if it's a tooth abscess, his antibiotics will help. If it's bad, when he gets off the antibiotics, that tooth abscess swelling will come back. Yeah, so we spent most of Saturday dealing with that. So now I'm in like full panic because usually by now I am like well into, no, Riley, you just went out a few minutes ago. You have to wait. Yep, because he's that kind of dog. That's why I call him Turd Dog. Usually by now I'm well into planning my costumes for the Quick Costumes Facebook Live that I do. I hadn't started them yet. So Saturday, after we got dogs situated, I decided to run all over town, grab what I need, and I spent the majority of yesterday working on that, and today, and still a ton to do, but I'm super thankful they're all super simple. Now what? I haven't even scheduled like my November post yet. Usually I'm well done with that by now. Yeah, usually by now I've scheduled the next month's post, and I'm planning Facebook Lives and all that mess. I haven't even started that yet. And in the morning, it's like I gotta go to the DMV because because of course we got the new car, and the temporary tag expires on Wednesday, and of course the first appointment Billings has the DMV is not till Friday. So I'm gonna go sit at the DMV in the morning, and we're gonna cross our fingers that I can get an appointment, and or I can get in and get it done before I'm driving on an expired temporary tag. So how has your week been? October 14th. Let's get this started. I've talked way too long talking about my dramas and stuff. So here we go. It's Columbus Day too, so it's a holiday. So anyway, all right, tonight, the Butter Me Up Martini. I mean, this is one of those that it really can't go wrong. You need 2 parts butterscotch schnapps, you need 1 part coconut rum, and 4 parts milk, which I have already measured out. 4 parts milk. Then you need 2 parts butterscotch schnapps, which I'm nearing the end of my bottle, so hopefully I've got enough. 1. Yep, I do. Good. 2. But it has been super crazy here, and like I said, I've turned down that, I've decided that other job interview that I did, that position is not going to be the right fit for me, so I'm just going to keep on looking and find something that, I mean, it doesn't have to be like anything deep or whatever, but once I explain this other opportunity, y'all will kind of get why I declined. So maybe I'll let the Facebook Live run late and talk about it. All right, anyway, like I said, Butter Me Up Martini, 2 parts butterscotch schnapps, 1 part coconut milk, 4 parts, 1 part coconut rum, 4 parts milk. So, hopefully you guys had a better weekend than we did. I mean, it wasn't an awful weekend, but being paranoid that your dog's face is going to swell up and he won't be able to breathe. Fortunately, he hasn't had any breathing problems. It just does not look pretty. And it looks a whole lot better today, so hopefully we won't have to worry about anything else anytime soon, because it was $200 I wasn't looking to spend this weekend. $220. Yep, like I said, can't go wrong. It's perfect. 2 parts butterscotch schnapps, 1 part coconut rum, 4 parts milk. Okay, I'm gonna breeze through these really quick because I think, well, you probably don't care. I want to talk about my job interview or whatever. Okay, so super simple, quick fall, do it yourself, inexpensive. A lot of this stuff is free because it's stuff that you already have at home, whatever. And Dollar Tree is your best friend. Here we go. Okay. I've shared my love for these in the past. Dollar Tree. They've got them in pumpkins, apples, leaves. They, you can easily put a ribbon on it and hang it as a wreath. But I think they're intended for like placemats or whatever, place settings. So you can put a plate there and whatever. But you could easily add like a sign onto it, whatever. I love these. And they're actually, I mean, it's the hard felt. So I like these a lot. And I mean, $1, you can't go wrong. It's one of those things that every year I'd go and grab a couple of each because I never know when I'll need it for something. So, love those. Also at Dollar Tree, you can get a pack of like 20 of these burlap leaves, and you can easily twist them onto anything, or just lay them out. I mean, again, like on the place setting, put your napkin and silverware on it, or do it like a table scatter. Lay them out, you know, across your table, down a runner. Or an idea I saw was you can either take probably some stamps would be better, or some paint and stamps, and you could easily do like lettering on it, or FALL, and then string it and hang them. You wouldn't have to, you just tie that around the string and hang it, and you got a cute banner. Seriously, burlap leaves. You get a pack of 20 of them for $1, and they're actually, I mean, pretty durable, pretty sturdy. Okay, this is one of my favorite ones, and I've shared this as a post. This is seriously one of my favorites. Of course, you got apples, pumpkins for the fall. I'm sure you could easily, if you were doing Halloween, do an orange, and then if you wanted to do like some stickers on there, like black tape or contact paper or whatever. Anyways, all I did was, here is a toilet paper roll on the inside. This is I want to say a bandana and a ribbon and just a piece of paper, you know, paper bag. Anyway, I'm going to take it apart here. That's all. So all I have done is taken a piece of brown bag and twisted it up, rolled it up on the inside. Taken actually this is a piece of like quarter yard or something like that. Anyways, just scrap fabric, and all I did was just shoved it all in the inside. Just shove it in, no rhyme or reason, just shove it all in there. Of course, you'll want to make sure you got enough, that way so you can get it all in there. Seriously, this quick. And then guess what? You're not ruining a roll of toilet paper, so when the season's over and done with, you can easily, you know, take it off, and you've got your roll of toilet paper back. Tie, you know, some ribbon around, and boom, you are done. So, seriously, there you go. Perfect. Next up, table scatter stuff. Again, Dollar Tree. You can get tons of table scatter ideas, or go out into your yard and grab pine cones, acorns, sticks, leaves, whatever. All you gotta do really is grab whatever vase you got on hand, whatever kind of ribbon you want. Personally, do red, that way so you can just swap it out and put Christmas stuff in after. But fill your vase with whatever you want. Like I said, there's a table scatter, pine cones, acorns, just fill it in there, whatever you want. Or all I did was take a flower, and I tied, you know, some ribbon around the back of it. It's got one of the twisty, flexible thingies, and tied it to the wreath just like that. And then, again, some cheap old Dollar Tree things. Boom. Super quick decor, or, I mean, like that. Seriously. Dollar Tree. You just gotta be able to use your imagination. Let's see, making sure I'm getting everything. because I do, like I said, have a bunch of random ideas here. Wine glasses. This is one of my favorite as well. Wine glasses. Go to the Salvation Army, Goodwill, wherever, and you can find different sizes, heights of wine glasses, and easily stagger them. That way, sets of 3 seems to be like the best. So if you do like a tall, medium, and short, that way so you can easily stagger them. It looks really nice together. But anyway, you can put a candle underneath. You could easily, if you got whatever kind of fake flower, depending on what kind it is or whatever, stick it under. This one's probably too big, but y'all get the idea. Easily set it up underneath. Can't get my hand out. Yep, that's how it works. Now, y'all know. If y'all Google it, you'll see people that know how to do this the right way. Usually I can if I wasn't like in a hurry. Anyway, you can set really pretty candles underneath, put pumpkins on the top, whatever. I mean, seriously, whatever. But again, like I said, sets of 3s, tall, medium, short, seems to be like the best way. You can put anything underneath, candle, flower. Okay. Yep. Told you I'm trying to breeze through this because I had a glitch at the beginning, caused me to be late. Next up, plain old mason jars. Super easy for mason jar for you to throw just some plain old ribbon around it. Or, I mean, in all honesty, I don't know, where are they? Again, y'all know, I want something that I can use now and later. I don't want to make something now and then throw it away or have to store. Or make something now and then store. I'm fine with throwing it away. But I want to be able to use it again. So with these jars, these are jars that I've used for anything and everything. So get these double-sided stickers. You can get a great big roll of double-sided stickers. And all I did was I wrapped the ribbon around and put one of those double-sided stickers on, and then did another ribbon, double-sided sticker. That way, so when I'm ready to throw it all away, I could just rip it all off, throw it away, and I use it for the next season or whatever. And this flower, this flower is actually a sticker, so I just put that on like that. But anyway, whatever ribbon pattern, texture, whatever, super easy. And these are just sticks from the backyard. Spray paint your friend. Spray paint pine cones and put them in a great big bowl. Yeah, I just threw a couple coats of white paint over that and just shoved them there. Super quick, easy decor. And then again, Dollar Tree. Again, just plain old ribbon, Dollar Tree ribbon in there, over and done with. When the season's over, all I gotta do is take everything off and over and done with. This next one, speaking of sticks, this one, hopefully it doesn't fall apart because I stupidly yesterday, I don't know if y'all are familiar, I don't know if you use hot glue a lot, but if you glue something and then it sits in cold weather, the glue tends to pop away or, you know, become unglued. Okay, so back to what I was saying about the sticks. Super simple with the sticks. Go and grab a ton of them and spray paint them whatever color you want. And then all I did was, hopefully none fall off here. Okay, all I did was I took a cake board and I cut a circle out of the middle, and I used the white side of it. That way so it would kind of blend in a little bit. But all I did was I took all those sticks, spray painted them, and just hot glued them all the way around. No rhyme, reason, they're not all perfect, whatever, that's what makes it nice. And then if you wanted to, if I'd had more time and I guess more flowers on hand, I would probably take flowers that go all the way around just to kind of, you know, fill in and cover in, because I mean, if you look at it up close, I don't know if you can tell, it's not the prettiest up close, but if people are driving by your house, all they're going to see is it hanging like this. They're not going to see that up close stuff. So, but if it's something that you're going to you're going to hang inside your house, and you want that not so pretty stuff covered, grab a whole bunch of whatever flour, whatever, and just glue them all the way around to cover that up. But anyways, spray paint, piece of cardboard, you over and done with. That's it. I'm sure you got some sticks hanging around the backyard. Ask your child to go out and, you know, find one for you. You know, like when we were growing up and our parents told us to go find a stick. But that's for another reason. Let's see. Leaves, again, packs of leaves at Dollar Tree. Of course, I've been using these years and years and years. Packs of leaves at Dollar Tree. You can get like, there's like 50 of them that come in a bag. Anyway, to make yourself a nice little banner, just something to hang around the fireplace, a little bit of twine, hot glue them, and hang, over and done with, just like that. Or if you want to look like leaves are falling, use fishing line, and that way so you can hot glue them onto the fishing line and then tie the top to the ceiling and it looks like leaves are falling. Again, really easy, inexpensive. I'm not a fan of candles. This is how much I love y'all. I don't buy candles. I don't have any candles in my house. If you come into my house, there is not one candle except for these two. So, and if I buy any, they're unscented. I do not like candles. Anyway, again, another one of those super simple, quick ways that you can decorate a candle, wrap in twine. Again, those double-sided stickers. I just attached a leaf on the front. And when it comes time for Christmas, pull that off and stick, I guess, a piece of cinnamon or something. I don't know. You figure it out. And then this one I like. Okay, same thing. I just put some tape on the back. Take your candle and just wrap it in whatever paper you got on hand. And then I put a little bit of ribbon on it. Again, another flower, over and done with. When it comes time for Christmas, throw some Christmas paper on there. One of those super simple ways that you can swap out holiday decor without, you know, having to store stuff, you know, year round. I said this, spray paint. Okay. And pumpkins. You can get a ton of those little fake pumpkins. Where did my little fake pumpkin go? There he is. You can get a bunch of fake pumpkins. You can get a bunch of just the little gourds or whatever at the store and spray paint them white. There's something about white pumpkins that look just really pretty, and just stack them or just lay them down the table or in a bowl, whatever. Really pretty. And there you go. A whole bunch of ideas right there for super simple. You can I found this at Dollar Tree. Again, Dollar Tree. You don't even have to worry about adding any extra ribbon or anything. It's already there. So easy for you to, you know, wrap around a table, a vase, just like that. There you go. Hopefully you got a little bit of, you know, a few ideas there. Nothing, of course, is mind-blowing or huge, but few ideas though. All right, so let me, since I got like 4.5 minutes or so, I guess. Actually, I started 2 minutes late, so I talked fast enough that if you're interested in my job interview, I will go into it. But first, next week is, I think, slowly becoming one of my favorite Facebook Lives. I did it my first year, I did it next year, and now I think it's like a tradition. So we're going to do it yourself quick costumes next week. I'm serious. These are the ones that you're an adult, you got to go to work, but you'll want to get in the spirit. You want to celebrate Halloween, but you still got to work all day. So these are ones that you can throw together at the last minute and not spend a fortune at the store and enjoy Halloween. And we're going to start with the Melted Witch Martini. There you go. Okay, so this job interview. I used to teach. I was a teacher for 13 years, and I know I don't want to teach anymore. I want, this is going to sound weird, I want something that I can go in and do my job and leave and not take my work home with me. I don't want to answer phones. I don't want to do a whole lot of, sounds stupid, but I just want to go in, do my job, and not have to think much about it when I go in. Yep. I want to say a lazy job, but I want something I don't have to think about that much. So I've looked a little bit into warehouse positions, and there was a position here that was a local business called Home Science Tools. They are and I'm really excited about the business, and I really enjoy what they are doing, but I'll explain in a second. But basically they are a local business that if you think about how many people are homeschooling their children across the nation, and where do they get their tools and supplies when it comes to teaching science? There's not very many stores that you can go up into and just buy those supplies. So Home Science Tools, they can order these supplies online. Now, these supplies, anywhere from test tubes, microscopes, magnifying glasses, all robotics, all that, anything and everything, ant farms. But this is, okay, if you think about, middle school and high school when they start dissecting, guess what? You can also get your cow eyes, your crawdads, your earthworms, your frogs, all that, pig fetuses. Yeah. Okay, so the job that I was applying for was warehouse clerk, and all I would be doing is, as orders came in, they would be printed off, and all I would be doing is going around and getting the supplies that they ordered, putting it in a box, putting it on a shipping label, and throwing it in a pile that was go to whomever that ordered it. No big deal. The other part of the job was when there wasn't necessarily 2 or 3 people needed for that specific role, your other part would be putting kits together or divvying up these specimens that came in. They were saying that they order things by bulk. So they would order, let's say, 100 frogs, dead frogs. But so those frogs would come in a box, and part of my job would be to take those frogs and put them into individual bags with a little bit of the preservative, I guess, and then seal it up. That way so we could make kits for, dissection kits. So while everything about the job is something that I have no doubt that I'd be able to do and do well, I don't, Philip, the husband, reminded me, I don't even like touching raw meat. Even though I was told that I'd be wearing gloves, an apron, all the protective gear and stuff. There's something about, and they showed, when I was doing the interview, they walked me through the warehouse, and like I said, one of those jobs I could easily do, and definitely wouldn't take home with me, no worries, but yeah, cow eyes. And they showed me a great big bag of cow eyes and how they needed to, and they had somebody that was sitting at a table with a great big bucket of owl pellets, which is basically, owls, birds, when they eat, they regurgitate what they eat. Well, owl pellets, great big wads of basically owl vomit. So this person had this great big bucket full of owl pellets, and he was dividing it into bags, weighing the bags, that way so they could easily distribute so many pounds of owl pellets. So ultimately I think that's, and they're very big about not wanting high turnover. They want somebody that's, really wanting to stay with the company. So I don't see me, and I've got too much pride. I'm not one to just flip-flop jobs like that. So yeah, I don't want to say, yeah, sure, I'll do it, and then start doing it, and then 2 weeks later be like, yeah, I can't do this. This is just too much. So for me and for them, it's just better that I say no. Yeah. So I'm gonna look around, see what else there is, but for now, I'm not gonna be playing around with science specimens. And those are just the ones they mentioned. I don't even know what else. Yeah. Odd. Do you think you could handle like frogs like that. I never had to dissect anything in high school. The year that we were supposed to dissect frogs and earthworms, my science teacher, her husband died. So it was like a month into the semester, she left and she was gone for the rest of the semester. So we had to substitute the rest of the semester and we never dissected anything. So woohoo! Yep, so there you go. So that was my job interview, and like I said, I think that they're an awesome company. I am not declining it based on anything they said or did or how they roll, because in all honesty, I think that it's pretty awesome that they are making these materials available for people that are homeschooling their kids. We're also going to get the products. So it is all on me not being able to, probably not being able to get past that one little disgusting bit. So there you go. I've gone on too long. Next week, third annual, I can't keep it straight anymore. Third annual quick do-it-yourself costumes and melted witch martini. Love y'all so much. Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, YouTube. Like them, love them, share them. Send me your ideas, all that good stuff. Thank you so much for sticking around. Love y'all. Bye.